Hey guys, welcome to the DAMD podcast. I'm David MD. We've changed the format a little bit, so we're talking just about trending topics here. I want to get straight into the topics here because people's attention spans on YouTube fucking sucks.
Yeah.
With me today, Taheim. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, bro. How you living, Dave?
I'm loving life, dude.
That's what I'm
We
talking
got the
about.
new format, and
like it.
unfortunately, we lost our fucking producer this week.
Ghost.
COVID has pretty much wrecked anyone that wants to be a video switcher here. So we're back to the old format here. But
Yo, keep it classy, though. It's old school. We
exactly,
like old school.
man. And I've lost the ability to do picture-in-picture, so if we have to do anything, it's going to be up on here again, like the old school way here. Oh, boy.
There we go. Boom.
It looks like dog shit.
It's okay. It's okay. This is going to be trending worldwide. Watch.
Dude. So one of the big trends that I was paying attention to, because anytime the lottery goes over $500 million, I start buying tickets.
Right.
And one of the questions I wanted to bring up to you was if you won the $630 million from the Powerball, what would you do with that huge amount of money?
Straight up, buying an assassin. Full blown, get me some protection. World needs to understand I'm protecting myself.
Okay.
And I'm giving that assassin like 3 jobs max to make sure like we can handle what we need to handle. And then there's a 4th job where it's like go home and live your life. Go to Brazil, find you a woman, do whatever you have to do, find you a man, whatever. I'm just gonna have that because I don't know. Like I feel like if I won that much money, I'm in Drake land. Like, you know, I'm in big, important, kind of light-skinned faced guy land, and I want some protection.
I like it.
Yeah, and then
now, with your assassin, before we go into the next thing, what kind of, would he have a theme? Would he be like legitimate like ninja out of like old school Japan?
Like,
or
I'm
like a
cool
James
with
Bond
that,
type?
but like I also want them to seem more like League of Shadows type shit, some Batman. Shiva. I would want like a Shiva, Lady Shiva. Like, do not mess with this woman. You will lose your throat, fingers in the throat, pull your eyeball out. That type of assassin.
I like it, dude.
Yes, that's what I would do. I would also holler at Disney. Let me get some rights to something. Let's fix something. Let's fix some things. Warner Brothers, though, really, I'm a huge Batman fan, so I would.
Dude, that
definitely
new Batman looks ridiculous.
I'm with it.
Hell yeah. That's March, right? March or May?
March 22nd. Shameless plug, but hey.
Because Warner Brother doesn't need any more plugs there.
Right.
I love that they're wanting to do the fucking like gritty stuff.
Right.
I'm glad we got the campy horse shit out of the way. In the 90s.
Yeah. Like, I watched the Snyder joint, and
see, I can't find the time. You know, being a new father and stuff.
I feel
dude.
it's
Congrats,
background
by the way.
noise. It's background noise. It's
Yeah.
literally in burps. You catching what dialogue you can, and then back down to this, and then diaper. Okay, you know, my baby's like a little mustard bottle right now. It's
What was that? 3+ hours, isn't it? The Snyder cut.
yeah.
How the hell did you get that in?
I put it on. I watched it before she got here.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good way to kill some time waiting around for the kid.
yeah, we were just chilling on the couch. It was a Saturday. There was nothing really. I'm not a big college guy,
No.
college football guy. It's cool, but we were watching it, and then I was, baby, I don't think we can finish this. And then we just had to because we already committed so many hours.
Yeah, I want to say it's close to 4 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Like, who's got the fucking time?
Could have been better.
Yeah.
Could have been better. Me being a huge Batman fan and a huge want for, hey, Superman, don't be such a B word. Be cool. But
Was it you on Facebook that was complaining about Superman?
I'm pulling up on him every time.
100%.
You know, this is for the world at this point. How are you going to tell me that you can't show any love to a dude whose parents were killed? He was left some money. Okay, I was going to say a little bit, but he was left a grand fortune.
Yeah.
And instead of him just, woe is me, killing everybody and becoming a rapper or something and selling coke and making things worse, he took his talents to the mountains and got rid of a whole organization, the League of Shadows. He eliminated Ra's al Ghul and came back with his martial arts and cool shit and made a bat costume. And he got kids out the orphanage. He got the commissioner's daughter doing stuff with him. That's a humanitarian.
Before he put her in a wheelchair
Yeah.
with the Joker. Right?
Yeah, that was. We make mistakes.
So he has liabilities.
Yeah, we make mistakes. But then, he gives Superman and all of them a beautiful tower and justice halls and ways to teleport to intergalactic. Who's beating Darkseid? Who's dodging Omega beams? Batman is. Mm-hmm. Tell you what.
See, my thing is not the quality of the person's character,
right?
The character of the character. My thing is, one, it's extremely difficult to write for a character that's essentially undefeatable, except for like a shiny fucking booger.
Right.
I picked this out of here. Here's to tell you.
So you have that going on. And then we have, when was Superman dropped in the 20s or the 30s?
That's how much I hate this dude. I should probably know his backstory. I hate him almost as much as Lex, but I don't know if I can.
So basically there's an American optimism, even though they came out in the 20s and the 30s, there's still like an American optimism of Superman that I think our culture is separated from. I don't think that Superman fits the current American pessimistic like model. So you have both that going on. It's like, why are we writing for an undefeatable character? And then that's times in the past, you know? I think the best ones that have done a god-like character was Watchmen with Dr. Manhattan.
Well, Dr. Manhattan's a classic, though.
Yeah. The thing is, not too many people know Dr. Manhattan, though, because not too many people know about the Watchmen.
True, foolish. HBO Max. I know you're bumming somebody's subscription right now. I'm throwing out all the names and stuff. We're getting plugs today.
Hell yeah.
I've with it. Somebody's got the subscription. It's on there. You got to educate yourself.
I loved, was it Rorschach on there?
Rorschach was nice.
Yeah, him in prison. It's one of the greatest lines in that movie. I was like, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Oh, yeah. Pulled up on him, too. Like, what? Yeah.
Fryer to the fucking face.
Bam. That's the type of shit that I like, though, from DC. I like that energy. Sure, Marvel had a couple moments in their cinematic library, but DC's been doing it from the pages.
Yeah.
And I hope to see maybe Patterson bust some real heads. I hope he really.
I like gritty DC in a sense realism. Is like what was so awesome about the Nolan thing is it didn't go over the top. But then like you had, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've seen a Wonder Woman. Is the CGI got above a level of believability? Same thing with I want to say I've seen the first Justice League. Whereas it's like, dude, what are we even fucking doing, man? This is just a green screen, CGI fucking all over the place. Like, we've lost the anchor to reality. And that's why I like seeing this new Batman trailer. Is like, it looks like we're anchored. I don't foresee a lot of CGI in there trying to ramp up at the end.
No, it got pushed back. It kept getting pushed back because they needed to be in person to do stuff. So
hell yeah.
I think that's really cool. Sorry, I said that's one of my pet peeves for public speaking.
What's that?
The and like.
Oh yeah.
I sound like Vanderplump Rules. I sound like that. Yeah. And like she should have brought me a mimosa. Like no, oh my god. And then and then her dude like was looking at me, and then like I thought about it. Like
one of my big ones is so. And the problem is as soon as I identify it, it just starts death spiral.
Yeah. It's hard when you hear other comics like help me out. Listen to my set, and then you hear them say those words, and you're just standing there with I love you and I want to help you, but what I'm about to say is you said this word too many times, or you did something that shouldn't have been done, in my opinion. But who am I to tell this person how their art should look? So that's the type of frame I try to have it. You asked me for my opinion, here's my opinion, but it's not the law.
Speaking of sloppy stand-ups, though, Bob Saget just died. Have you ever seen his stand-up?
No, I've not.
It is some of the sloppiest shit I've ever seen. No. And the thing is, I want to like Bob Saget. I loved America's Funniest Home Videos back in the day. Step by Step. Full House.
Full House was lit.
I could give it or take it or leave it kind of thing.
It was classic. It's a classic.
His stand up though. Fuck.
I've never seen his stand up. Only know him from America's Funniest Home Videos and Full House.
That was the best fucking host for AFV.
AFV was tight back in the day because of him.
Yeah. He was doing like voiceovers and like it was perfect.
Who's doing it now? The dude from Fresh Prince, Alfonso.
Is he? I haven't tracked that shit in forever.
I'm watching it, but I feel like America's Funniest Home Videos is
I didn't know there was still a market out there, especially at our age. I figured it was like 70-year-olds.
How much money they win? How much money do you win?
Per episode? I would think 10,000 sounds pretty standard.
If you win the first thing and then you go to the grand finale, you can win more money. That was lit. I thought that was cool. I always wanted to be on America's Funniest Home Videos.
AFV episode winner?
Payout. Yeah, or whatever. I don't know.
Back in the fucking 80s, like, oh shit, $10,000.
Yeah, that's big. That's big gripes. That's big money. It's big grips. That's what
Of course,
I'm saying.
I'm not hooked up to the proper internet right now. Oh my god, this
You got the
thing is
parental
awful.
controls. Like,
So this whole studio is now hooked up to a modem that's behind the TV.
right.
That modem, because my kid's birthday party is unplugged right now, because there's a 30-foot fucking wire that goes across this
Oh my
room right here.
goodness.
I'm like, I don't want some kid like tripping over it and like face planting into a corner
Oh
somewhere.
no,
so.
yeah. You might have to put some. Well, you put up caution or cones over here. Kid's just gonna be over here more.
Dude,
Man,
I'm taking down all like the lights and everything. All right, we got internet.
There we go, booming.
I'm so
booming.
sorry, Taheim.
Don't be sorry. This is beautiful. I'm a fan.
The series has handed out more than $14 million in prize money since
14 mil?
1989.
Man, I need. What's up? What's up, Putty?
Alfonso Ribeiro, that's the guy you're talking about. Talks about $100,000 winners competing for Dream Disney Trip. It's got to be $10,000. I don't imagine they're going to be throwing out too many like huge fucking. Yeah, $10,000.
Have you ever been to Disneyland or Disney World?
My wife wants to drag me there. I'm a redhead, dude. She wants to go in fucking July. The fuck out of here.
The reddest month of the year for you,
dude.
looking like the pigs are about to put on the grill.
It's going to be 6,000 feet lower, though, so maybe the little more atmosphere down in Florida might help me out.
I'm not a big roller coaster dude. I tried it to be adventurous once in like 2014. I was trying to date this white chick who had a fat butt, but for real, I was trying. I yelled in the mic about it, but it's for real. I was trying to be cool and expand my mind, and she was cool, I guess, at the time. And when we're foolish and chasing things that we shouldn't be chasing, or just the wrong ones for us. And not saying that person's a bad person, but go to hell for trying to get me on that drop. I still have neck damage from the where you go all the way up and it stops. Yeah. And you drop down the Tower of Doom. That's what it's called.
Oh, the big drop.
But it was at the state fair.
So it had to be like what, 75 feet?
It's still messed up the whiplash. I feel like my whole right side of the body is lopsided because of it.
So that scare you off of white girls completely?
No.
Just the ones that are in rides.
Definitely didn't do the circle one though. I definitely was not doing no Viking swings or anything like that. I did the little spinny spaceship on the ground where you're like stuck to the wall. You're like,
I've only done one of those once, and I was like in 3rd grade or something.
I was trying to use it as like a hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z and do crunches and shit. I was trying to get like in shape in that bitch.
Nerdy shit.
Yeah, bro. Like for real. I was in there on the wall. I couldn't get it. It was. I thought I had a 2-pack afterwards. No, I just had to throw up. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, chasing the wrong things had me trying to do.
I'm a guy who pays child support for the last 12 years, so I definitely know about chasing the wrong things.
I'm still paying now, and it's all good. I learned.
How much time you got left?
Oh, God. The dude's 4. He'll be 5.
Oh, you're just starting your adventure.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. I'm like 1,840 some odd days left.
Oh, you're close.
Yeah, I got it down to... It's 5 years and like a month.
That's not bad. That's not bad. You're going to fart, and then Omnicron
That's what
3000.
I would do with my fucking $500 million lottery ticket is.
Oh yeah, can you pay?
Yeah,
this is. Can you pay off somebody in that situation? Like,
here's
hey,
the shitty thing with Virginia. I don't know how it is with the rest of the fucking country. Your baby mama has a right to her share of your lottery winnings.
So what if you were to win the lottery and give that ticket to your mother?
That's basically what you'd have to do. Just give it to your wife or give it to somebody.
That's why I'm getting an assassin for not for her, but for the lawyers who want to come after me and my money.
A law assassin.
Yeah,
there
a law assassin.
Like, get one of these Trump fucking
yeah,
lawyers.
like assassin or lawyer by day, like gangsta ass assassin Shiva punch by night in your house. Like as soon as you sit down on the toilet, she's in your toilet. Like what happened? Sinkhole. Person's gone forever. That type of shit.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
Because for your paycheck, I think Virginia has the right to take 25% of your paycheck. So I believe, using that same logic, she would get 25% of that $630 million, dude.
I'm talking about like, okay, instead of me paying you child support for the rest of however much time I have to, can I give you 10 mil?
Yeah.
10 mil. Because
walk away.
Walk away from this. We don't have to talk about any. Daddy, I love you. Like, that's how I want that to be.
Yeah.
Because if you could just get 10 mil, if it's about money, because I get child support's important if you're using it to take care of the kid.
Yeah.
But if you're using it as a means to do more for yourself without helping the child, okay, since this is a money grab, 10 mil. You weren't going to make 10 mil before.
Yeah.
You weren't going to make 10. I'm not trying to hate, but like here's 10 mil. And I tell you what, I'll put $1 million aside away for the kiddo so he can have something.
Hey.
I'll make sure it's all set up. Shoot, I'll throw your mama some money, not no mills.
I don't know, man. I think I would give the money straight to the kid. And maybe give, because basically what you just named was 10 mil and 1 mil. I think I would reverse that. 10 mil towards the kid, 1 mil for the mom to shut the hell up.
Would your child's mom take 1 mil and shut up, knowing that you just won $530 million?
Ooh, that's a good fucking question. Maybe it's a 50-50. 10 mil to the kid and 10 mil to pay mom.
Cool. That's $20 million that you were probably going to lose in taxes anyway, that you weren't going to probably spend anyway in this lifetime, or you're going to put it somewhere you might have been mad.
Oh, that's the bitch of it too. Is it's before taxes. Yeah, dude. So it's not like, cause whatever. I think tax is like 30%.
Isn't there like a breakdown of that? Like a
yeah. I want to. So for my stuff, she gets her cut before the fucking federal government gets her cut. So yeah, man.
But here's the bigger kicker. Is that coming out of your taxes? Because you have to claim taxes on that, and why you gave $20 million away, or what did you pay $20 million for? Are you gonna have to pay taxes on that on child support?
I forget if that's in the tax code.
Then there was some state where like a dude was overpaying on the child support, and they gave him like 60 days in jail. Overpaying. I'm like, whoa, this dude is giving more, and you're giving him jail time. Like,
what state was that?
I don't remember. That's one of those scrolling on Facebook and you see a link and then you click it and you're like, why'd I even read this shit?
A lot of that going on Facebook.
Facebook is.
See what Virginia does. I found this out fortunately early enough. Was if you start paying cash, it's just an agreement between the two of you. Virginia sees that as only a gift. It has to go through their system. So with that justification, I'm surprised that whatever that guy's situation is, they didn't. Okay, you gave this extra gift. How the fuck is that guy in jail?
I don't understand how anyone could say you're giving more to your kid than you're supposed to because we said you're supposed to give this much.
Yeah.
Like,
Texas man, whoever paid child support is released from prison.
Why did he even go? Like, you know?
Clifford Hall. I'm sorry, my fucking Zoom.
Shout out Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff, you're fucking killing it, buddy. Your website that I'm saying this on sucks, though. Who went to jail even after overpaying child support debt that was caused by a clerical error has been released from prison. Okay.
So it was the clerical error that made that happen?
To get him into prison. Hall was released in July 2nd after an associate judge suspended the sentence during a routine jail review hearing. He had been held in contempt for late payments. When you go to jail, let me get the fucking description.
How late was his payments? Because you're not going to jail for that for a while, right?
Yeah, in Virginia, they take your driver's license, which Colorado now is trying to get written that can no longer happen. Because they realize now that you kneecap a person's ability to make that money, and you basically get them into debtor's prison from that.
Yeah, it's a setup. It's a stinger for real. I'll admit, like, I don't understand. I've worked for the same company for 7 years now.
Uh-huh.
And when I got child support, there was a magical time where I switched positions, but I haven't changed the company. And then boom, I'm like, why are my checks fat? I know I ain't getting no raise like this. And it went on for a couple weeks, and then I get a letter like, oh, yo, this much. I'm like, whoa. And then comes to find out they sent a cancellation of my job. My job did its legal part. Shout out. Thank you. Good looking out. They canceled it. They're like, this is what we got from child support, so we're going to cancel it. And then I get a letter saying, oh, this. And then and then they switched my person who handles everything. It was a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, y'all said I owed when I didn't, or y'all messed up. Y'all need to pay that. But it's cool. I'll take care of my kid. And at the end of the day, I learned from that situation in general.
Yeah.
Shout out to my kid, and his mom. Thank you guys.
Dude, it's terrifying when somebody fucks up. That's not even the three of you. It's just somehow either an employer fucked up or the government fucked up.
Somebody,
you're like, I'm going to jail today.
Somebody else throws in a wrench to your crap, and it's tough,
dude.
And then the less hands in it. I hope one day, if we survive this Omicron crap, that if people are in that situation where they can't agree for a kid, they can sit down and not have to really, the court is the last resort. Like, y'all two are just volatile AF. Just have one simple, nice Betty White looking lady. Just, hey, how are you guys doing, sir? I understand you want to pay this, ma'am. I understand you want a lot, but we're going to figure this out right now. A 4-hour mediation where that gets figured out, done.
See, Virginia took that out of the equation. Basically what they do is they have the columns are how many kids you have, and then the rows is how much both you guys make together before taxes. So basically they go like, all right, you guys both together make $100,000. You have one child. Cool. They take that number, and they go, so if one of you made $60,000, the other one made $40,000. So that's a 60-40 towards that 100, right? That is the percentage that they would pay on that number. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So like they'll go across there and be like, okay, you made 60% of this income, so you get to pay 60% of this value here. And like that'd be a blood sport. People negotiating their fucking child support.
I just
it might as well be UFC.
Well, I just think if you want to take it to that extreme, I think that that's mighty technical and I hate it. I hate looking at my paychecks and seeing that each time. But at the same time, however they got to that number, maybe those guidelines and stuff should be revisited. I'm all for, yes, pay for your kid. Take care of your kid. Or you out here just getting nasty with people and creating kids and not wanting to take care of your kids, that's wrong.
Yeah.
But if you want to make this whole situation easier on both people without the animosity coming from the dad or the mom, whoever has to pay child support.
Yeah.
There has to be, I think there should be more looks at the situation and not just the situation for the family, but the whole child support situation. What's your job looking like? What are you doing this and that? Okay, you need to do this and that. Maybe some classes could help lower the price to make you a better dad, to get more involved, give more vouchers to more family things, make more family things more easy and accessible. Make more exchange spots where it's not like some weird office or a room and you're like weird.
Dude.
Like it, like
the last time, actually, I think it was when we were setting that up. Her and I fell out probably about 8 months to a year before that. When I felt like I was sitting next to like a radiator. Yeah. I just could feel the fucking heat. We never looked each other's way. We're just looking over my paycheck and like, hey, this is what's gonna fucking happen.
Right.
I think that'd be cool though. At least not relationship like couples counseling, but at least some kind of like
co-parent counseling.
You need to deal with this person.
Hey, you shouldn't care that he got a new chick, or you shouldn't care that she got a new dude. Yeah. You shouldn't care that she's talking to your friends about you, and she shouldn't care that you're out here searching for new butt. Like, it just shouldn't matter. The kid is what's important.
But that's what cranks up the drama, though. Oh, there's a or a fourth person in this now?
Let somebody see you out with somebody. Let somebody hear this and that. You ain't picking up somebody's call. It's misery needs company. I hope people learned from COVID. Like, you had to sit down and really deal with yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying soul search, change your life, be better, but damn, there's something you had to have fixed.
Yeah.
From a fucking cabinet sink to I got a tooth that needs to go get pulled. Something. You have to have fixed something. There's no way that whatever you believe in, universe, God, blah, 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 however, gave us this virus to be like, okay, you're forced to be home and you're getting paid. You're getting a check once, sure, whatever, blah, blah, that whole thing. But like you just sat at home and watched 90 Day Fiance, like you said, or I know I watch Married at First Sight a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the shit out of that.
Now that you talk about it, I did watch some trash TV just to pass the time. Fucking Tiger King and 90 Day Fiance were like the big fucking thing, dude.
Tiger King was lit. Carol Baskins, that bitch.
Did you watch the second one?
Where they're talking to everybody now?
Yeah.
I watched like the first episode and then I got high, fell asleep.
I wish I could have gotten high because it would have passed the time. That was unwatchable.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I really think Carol killed her husband.
Oh, 100%.
I'm on record. And Joe's not as innocent as he may claim to be. However, I do think he has some holes in the situation that screwed him.
Yeah.
got him linked up.
Well, I think if you were to unpack his fucking luggage in a well-trained therapy session, you might be able to. If it was in a time machine, you could have avoided a lot of these fucking
But
problems.
as soon as he said, I'm gonna shoot it right between the fucking eyes, I was like, oh my God. Like, he's where he's at.
Done, son.
Yeah. You incriminating yourself.
So I was watching Your Mom's House podcast, so one of the biggest inspirations for the damn podcast.
Okay.
And I think it had to been during the COVID situation. They started talking about 90 Day Fiance.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big things we were talking about was Ed with the big fucking like shoulders because he has like a medical issue.
Yeah.
Well, that season though, watch that whole season because Your Mom's House. And I don't know if you remember the one chick that went down to Australia.
Mm-mm.
You didn't watch the before. It was 90 days before the 90 days.
See, there's so many damn series to keep. Look, I watched 90 Day Fiance. I know of the heavier white chick who's got that dude, the Spanish dude, and they just keep trying to figure out passport or legal, all that crap. She's like, ugh. But the one that got me was the fat white dude that looked like my boy Adrian. He didn't think I was going to shout him out. Shout out Lil Sack. Ha ha. Ha ha. He looked like him. And his lady was from Colombia. And she'd say his name, Cote. And every other episode, the dude was calling the damn cops on her. I was like, is she a 90 Day Fiance or a 90 Day, like, fight? Like, what is this? Fight Club ass chick. It was crazy. She was like, Cote said he'd do this, and then this, blah, blah, blah. And then the reunion, she's in another state with a whole nother dude.
Dude,
like
these
this
reunion episodes are because I'm not used to watching trash TV. So I'm like, oh, you guys capped this off with the worst fucking episode.
Yeah.
They fucking bicker across and everything.
About nothing.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you could do your husband like that. Shut up, bitch. You was cheating on him.
Throwing
And then,
champagne at each other's
Yeah.
faces.
and then the lady sitting in the middle like, oh, my God, this is crazy. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
We gotta sell some cereal.
Yeah.
The reason why we brought up the 90 Day Fiance though was the chick that went down to Australia.
Right.
First off, she has a medical condition where like if she gets sick, like I'm surprised that she lived this long through the COVID pandemic. But if she gets sick once, like it could literally be like a death like nail.
Oh no.
She ended up in the news this week. Speaking about trends and everything, she was farting in jars.
Oh no.
And making money off of that. Yeah. And apparently she had a medical issue because the diet she was eating nothing but eggs and I forget what the other thing was, but she was trying to get that methane going. It ended up in the fucking hospital. She had like sharp pains and shit.
She had all that methane going. She need to quit playing with gas. Like, dude, isn't that why all the rappers say it in their song? Like, gas. Like, I'm smoking that gas. Like, they're letting you know it's gas. Don't.
What songs are I really need to tune back
like
into.
2 Chainz, he said it in one song. I'm smoking on that gas. Life should be on Cinemax.
Are we talking about Laughing Gas or whatever the fuck Steve
gas,
was on?
Gas. I'm trying to figure it out myself, but I supported all the movement on that.
Dude.
She needed to not. What would? First off, how much is she making off putting those farts in jars?
$50,000 a fucking month.
Oh my God.
Which ties into what I've been trying to write for a while as a stand-up. Is I hope reincarnation is a thing.
Right.
Because I want to come back as a woman in the digital age.
Okay, in the digital age.
Dude, because you don't have to even compromise your morals. You can literally take pictures of your hands, take pictures of your feet, your hair. Somebody is in a basement somewhere just looking for that sweet fucking foot footage.
And paying mad dollars.
That's what I'm saying. As a dude, I can't be fucking sending, beard pictures to do. Well, not that I know of.
I would need like a sexy voice and read adult audiobooks. If I would be trying to do something sexy.
You don't think that niche would be completely filled, though? Like, you got to do something different with that sexy voice.
I guess I'm reading nutritional facts. I don't know. I'm going to every website, and I'm looking up my favorite snack and just going on TikTok, I guess.
Yeah.
Real quick, with that millions of monies that we have, I would go to TikTok and ask them why they keep putting me in jail for no reason. I ain't doing nothing but voiceovers, and it's the video off y'all site, and y'all keep doing me like that. But
trademark violations? Or?
No, they're like, oh, this is promoting violence. Like, it was your dude sliding into a car. It was on your site. Or you got those videos where, you about to take calories on the dick. Like, whoa, you could say burn calories on dick, but I say glucka glucka, and it's glucka glucka on a dick. I'm in trouble. It's wild how much people can get away with.
Yeah.
And she's making $50K. I made it
a month.
a month.
I'm not a very great mathematician, but like,
But that's
what the
her
fuck is that?
1 month is more than what I'm making in a year.
God.
America. Trade me to the other countries where I might be able to make more if that's how you feel. I'm worth something to them. Like, that's what I want to know. Did your watch hit you with the bing?
What's 50,000 times 12?
Oh, there's too many zeros there, but we could have did the.
You have got to be shitting me.
How much is she making? If she capped out a full year doing that, what is she making?
$600,000 a year before taxes.
That's a 2-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house here in Colorado. So
It's hilarious that she has to report that income to. Well, no, she is in the States, so she has to report her fart money to the IRS.
What do you write on, like? How do you what do you get your?
Well, that's a
Your W-2. How do you say what your business is? You sell gas.
Yeah, what is it? The small business.
You don't sell propane. She's not king of the hill. For the record, that bitch is not bitch in like a term of demeaning women, but like that farting bitch is not king of the hill. She can't.
What's the document number? 'Cause it's not a W-2. W-2's a legitimate business. There's a
She's clearly got a legitimate business.
We should know though, because as comics, if we ever make money off of that, it is fuck, I forget.
Can you like edit it in that I said it right here where my mouth is going?
We're gonna have to, because I don't want to burn too much time. What the fuck
in
is
the
it?
post?
Because as comics, if we go on the road,
No, my lady owns a business. I know what you're talking about. How they do their taxes, and
yeah,
you have to. Yeah, I know what you're talking.
Do you
about.
have to report what kind of business it is? Would it be flatulence fucking sales or something?
Flatulent sales? That's kind of funny. That's hilarious.
What kind of if you were to sell farts in a fucking bottle, what would be the name of your company?
What would be
your LLC?
My LLC for my fart jars. I'd have to tie food into it. It'd be like gas lafay. Like it'd be like a gas buffet, and we'd have different flavors. Gas lafay. There we go. Trademarked right now. Gas
independent
lafay.
Contractor. That's where I was looking for. She had to do it as an independent contractor.
And you know what? We should do it. We should
a
1099.
Her 1099 is going to have to justify taxes on $600,000 of fart money.
It's a flatulator. Like it sounds like a real like mad plot to fuck up somebody's whole day. I'm gonna fart in jars and send them across the globe. And
That's the thing. 20 years ago, that would have been a fucking prank.
That sounds like a felony. Like if I got a jar of fart, like, what the fuck is this jar of fart? And I open it, and the fart's still in there, dog.
You know that's a misdemeanor, is sending soiled undergarments, because that's where some of these chicks, because no one's ever buying a dude's dirty underwear.
Okay, if Aqua Dude, Jason Momoa, whatever, had like, all right, these are some underwear I wore in like a couple episodes of this or something, I guarantee you some horny brat or some horny old lady would buy those.
See, I don't know. I don't think women have that mechanism.
You know what? You're right.
A gay dude might have that mechanism, though. Men are just a whole other animal.
True. We do need to put more respect on women on that. Yeah. They're smart enough to sell their farts.
Yeah.
Show their feet.
Great entrepreneurs.
No, for real, though. That is some Shark Tank shit if I'd ever seen it. Mark Cuban's trying to find the numbers right now. How many units per month? How much does it cost to acquire a customer?
How many eggs do you have to eat?
Yeah. What's the cost of return on jar purchase versus egg purchase versus time on the actual toilet you shitting this? I need to know where my money's going to go. Okay, so I'm going to give you an offer. Here's a 24 clock. The offer is you want $500K for 10%. I'm going to give you $600K, but I'm going to go ahead and want 33 1/3 of the company. You got 24 seconds.
What I would love, because every one of those episodes, they hand out samples, right? Mm-hmm. One of the fucking sharks is, oh, yeah. I'll give you 30%.
I'm out. I'm out. You didn't pick. I'm out. You didn't pick me. I'm out.
Mark Cuban with a visible erection. Like, yeah, I want all the stock.
Gross. The more and more I think about it, like she's really getting paid $600K a year for her gas. Does she have like at least a big butt? Like how
I will say she is kind of hot.
Put her on the big screen.
90 days.
If you can.
Actually, yeah, that's got to go up here. Sorry, guys.
Put her on the
Again,
big screen.
Derek, this is why you need to be on the fucking podcast, is I need somebody to...
Yeah.
90 Day
Yeah.
Fiance. What's funny is how I'm going to search this. 90 Day Fiance farts. What's her name? Stephanie Maddow.
Stephanie Maddow.
I mean, she doesn't look bad, dude. Like, I don't know. Search. There you go.
I can already tell, like...
But there's no chick. I don't care who it is. I'm not buying farts.
I can already tell she's capitalizing off the simple fact that she's a decent-looking woman.
Yeah.
Like, and it's all farts. She said, fuck the toe business, fuck the finger business. I'm not sending you pictures of my mouth. I'm going to fart in a jar.
Yeah.
I would have thought tongues would have been like something people are like, oh, that's a nice tongue, or she's got like a long tongue or a detached tongue, or like or she can roll her tongue. Like, I could see that being a profitable business.
What's crazy ones, they split their tongue?
Yeah. Where the lizard girls at? Like,
Dude.
that's crazy.
Absolutely nuts. Is there a chick out there, though, that you would I can't think of one. Like, I'm in the mindset that some men have to have is women don't fart and they don't poop.
Nah, I'm
Just
cool,
like,
Don.
Keep the illusion. No?
Nah. So this is probably reason why I've had so many exes. So many of them were uncomfortable to like fart or go poop. And that is the most annoying thing. I'm trying to rub up on you. You over here. I'm thinking you're liking it. In reality, you're just holding in your fucking bowels. You're constipated. Go poop. We all do it. I need to hear, like,
I mean, I sympathize with that. I have a lot of stomach problems.
Yeah,
We're talking
you know
about my
that.
diet over text.
yeah.
But I
No
have
gluten
to
gang,
keep,
no gluten gang, no gluten gang, no gluten gang.
Gluten-free.
Like, no gluten gang.
I have to keep the illusion, though,
Right.
that everything just smells like strawberries and rainbows. Like, I can't break the illusion.
I've smelt the illusion like die in front of me, and or I dated a woman where she like pooped once a week. That's how I knew she was full of shit, and I didn't see it soon enough.
A week.
Shoot, once a week. Like, I poop like once a week. And I'm like, wow, that is unnatural.
That would hurt.
She was full of shit.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. There was another one where she was just weird about it. Or like, she just would make me leave the room for her to fart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you don't let that thing out, let that thing slap, because I'm not holding mine in. I'm a grown-ass man. There's no need to, and I don't think it's weird. It's gross. I think it's kind of hot.
See, that is a hypocritical thing that I do, though, is I fart around my wife all the fucking time. But, like, I don't know. I try to be fair with everything.
Right.
So when my wife accidentally does let one fart, I'm like, hey, everybody farts.
Nah, let that shit. Rate them. Rate your farts. Y'all should have fart scales. I have fart scales in my crib. Yes, I have fart scales at the crib. Like, my lady and the baby know. Like, it's fart gang. Like, we doing this, and if we fart, we fart, and if it stinks, it stinks. It's just what it is. I'd rather fart and let it stink and be gone in 5 minutes than I'm in the hospital now because I got this bubble in me like a Sonic the Hedgehog game where I'm
like what's her name? Stephanie Gatto there. Because what happened was she
only diet.
She had a sharp pain because she was eating nothing but eggs and I forget what the other thing was. What, like, she went to the hospital. I guess she was holding in those farts to, to manufacture later.
How long is a fart's shelf life in a jar?
And that was my thing too. That's why I was talking to my wife. I was like, you don't even have to literally fart in it. You can literally just go buy a fucking crate of jars, send those off like sight unseen. Just maybe put a little label on there. How do you prove that I farted in this?
Label. Here's how you do it. And I'm pretty sure this is probably what they're doing. They're cracking it open, closing it back, putting a little sticker on it.
Yeah.
Signed, fart, and delivered. Yours.
Now, the one person that I think would be able to negate that is there was a cam girl, like a gaming cam girl. Mm-hmm. She was selling her own bath water.
I remember hearing about that.
Now, that one would be a little easier to keep the illusion that I like sat in that. Is you just you start a bath, throw some soap in there, and just start getting that jar there. You don't even have to sit in that water.
No. When was the last time she took a shower before she took this bath?
Hard to say.
I don't. I've never understood bath time. I don't want to
No.
sit in my gookies, in my goop. Like this is, you know, the texture of the water starts changing. It's just not.
So I can understand getting a hot bath for the muscle relaxing properties of the hot water.
That's cool.
But
just
I
to
don't
have
feel clean after that.
No, I'm trying to take a shower. Like,
Gamer girl sells
put her on the
bath
screen
water.
too. Put her on the screen
first.
too.
This one is a hottie.
I'm trying to see where my homies is at buying farts and stuff and buying bath water.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine. I don't want her.
Let's look at her net worth.
No,
before
look
we
at her
jump into
age. I'm not going to jail.
1.5 million. And then her age. Stand by.
Wasn't she like? I remember.
I think she's 22. I heard about her 2 years ago. I think
she was on Snapchat wilding. Like I know she was doing like wild sex stuff, or the pink wigged lady was on the Snapchat doing wild stuff. And
dude, she only $30 a bottle for her bath water.
But is it really bath water?
And that's what I'm saying though. Is I think it's easier to do the con with bath water than farts.
But why are we buying another woman's bath water?
No, I'm talking about from her perspective. Because as a guy, cool. I am never buying a fart in a jar from anybody. Two, I don't think I would do the same thing with bath water. Is one, what are you doing with that bath water? In fact, I think there is a Google article about what they were doing. I think somebody made spaghetti out of the water. Yeah, dude.
This is why you don't eat people's
fucking weird.
You don't. Oh, he did it. He put it in the red sauce. He was trying to do that voodoo thing where like you eat a girl's red sauce, like you're forever bound to him or something. Stop playing with the things you don't know. I swear to God, a purple dude with 3 chins pull up talking about executing half of society to make a better world. I'm fucking you up. I'm finding you, water boy. Not Bobby Boucher. That's my guy. You're like, what? This is the type of shit.
This is the society that you can take advantage to make $50,000 a month. There's somebody out there is just that fucked in the head.
What can I do to get a part of this without having to like subscribe to OnlyFans and buy a jar? I'm not. What can I do to put? What y'all need?
You would have to catfish. As a guy, you'd have to catfish. You'd have to develop a thing.
Nah. I'm having a hard time like comprehending paying however much for somebody's fart in a jar.
Yeah.
To each his own, and I'm not judging, but for me, and if that was my son, and he told me he bought somebody's fart in a jar, there's a long like, give me your debit card and let me see what else you're buying dumb shit on. Son, like you're going to somewhere with
do you
a
have
jacket
a son?
on. I have a son.
You just had a daughter, right?
Yeah, I just had a daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. Or any kid like I've ever worked with.
What would you rather find? A debit deposit for a fart jar or a dead body under his bed? What would you rather see?
I'd rather find the dead body. Because then I'm like, okay, you have clearly lost your mind. And
well, there's more explanations. Did you lose your cool and this dude ended up
like
dead?
were you being attacked? Did somebody break in? Like what's going on?
Were you guys partying
like,
and bad drugs? Like let's unpack that. It's
least
really hard to unpack fart jars.
At least a mini series for Netflix. Because then I'm trying to help my son get the body out.
To catch a farter?
Yeah, to catch a farter. Or you just set up a whole Netflix for somebody. If we don't, I don't have any writing ability to write a script.
I will take a Netflix contract.
To write a script.
Netflix.
Yeah, Hulu, somebody, Amazon Prime, Paramount. We coming for y'all. Dude bought he bought some type of new gimmick online on fan something, and it caught up to him because he kept spending so much, and he became in debt to these people. And then your son kills the person he's in debt in. So now. You got to use all your tools and things to get this body out of your house and figure out a way to cover up your son's murder mystery because it's 2022 and everybody got a home security. So you can't put it in your neighbor's backyard. You can't put it in the trash can down the way because somebody got the sky camps. Drones.
Amish country. You got to dump everything off in Amish
Mark
country.
Shuffle and Bradley. You know what that's at out there, Colorado Center?
I think so.
Yeah, put it out there. It smelled like poop anyway. Like,
the homeless encampment. You could throw them out there.
They'll eat the dude.
There you go.
No, truly beyond life burgers. Don't do that. No,
it used to be
burgers.
you threw dead bodies into pig pens because they ate everything. Maybe do the same thing with homeless encampments.
This Netflix show is about to be lit. Because where do we put the body? Like, did he really kill the person? How many other people are behind him? Like, who's mad that their son was just killed? You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the Netflix
this is
the
hot.
pizza guy that had a bomb strapped to his fucking body? Is one of the
the documentary,
craziest-
and that dude was like, and he just pops up. The way the pop happened, though, he just it fell over.
dude. I can't believe they showed that uncut. Pizza guy, bank robbery, bomb, Netflix.
I just love the keywords. Google is there.
What's the name of the fucking thing? Evil Genius. That is.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna watch a fucking show.
Yes.
That and what used to be Road to Oklahoma City. They had that on. There's Timothy McVeigh.
Wild
documentary.
Country. Did you watch Wild Country?
I watched the first episode and just didn't grab me. But I want to see how the fuck Americans bomb other Americans.
True.
And not related to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That Bagwan shit, bro. That end of the first episode, I'm like, are they fucking? Like, you just see all those weird, like, naked people, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you start seeing what this dude was doing, and they were just, it was just like big orgies and drugs, and it was just wild, and they were pretending they were smoking this stuff, and
That sounds awesome. But I heard that they were also defending themselves from like the locals.
It was
people
bad.
ended up waking up dead and shit.
Netflix seems to find all these stories and make documentaries of shit I never knew. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
why is that not history class?
We should start a documentary series called The Farter.
Let's
The Fartist. What was that?
Because then I'm gonna be curious on how she's doing it. Like, so you sit down on the toilet and like let one out. Do you lift one butt cheek up? Like, how hard do you push? How much goes into one jar?
Well, I think she's being smart, though, is she's uploading those videos on OnlyFans, dude. You got to cross-platform, dude. 2022, make your money.
I remember when it was just put the video on YouTube and hope it goes viral.
Yeah.
I remember when Vines were like the next big thing.
Dude, Twitter owned Vine, right?
I don't know. I remember Pornhub was trying to get it, though. I'm not going to lie. 7 seconds of... Yeah, that would have been great.
As long as it's on a repeat, I'll be fine. 7 seconds is a lot of... Or
But,
not enough time to, like...
But that's okay. You can go through so many. I'm more of a trailer guy. I'm not when I was involved in the dark webs of the other watching other dudes get theirs, and I never got mine.
I would disassociate your statement from the dark web because that kind of insinuates that you're watching illegal porn.
No, good point. When I was watching the nasties, when I was watching porn, when I was clicking yes, I'm going to jail, I guess. When I clicked yes when I wasn't 18, I did it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Who hasn't? You know, what is it? The average age of a kid watching porn for the first time is like 11 fucking years old now.
Wild. Working with kids. I work with kids, and just the amount of stuff that they know. Or have you heard them say? I've heard them say terms. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I go home and Google it. I'm like, God, why did I Google that? And I just look at the kid the next day at school at the site like.
Yeah, what's your job? I don't know your backs. The old format of the podcast was I would learn who you are for 2 hours, and then the next one we just kind of shoot the shit. It was kind of aimless.
Okay.
I do miss because I just had Thad B. Really never had a long conversation with him. You and I have only spoken maybe 30 seconds over an open mic, and like I hate talking during open mics because the other
show some love. Yeah, respect.
What is your job?
So right now I'm a before and after school site director. That's what I do for the YMCA. I work for the Y. I've been with the Y 7 years. Great place, great people.
Nice.
But you work with so many different kids. I've helped change diapers. Well, just here's the kid, change the diaper. I'm not doing that, but here's a diaper. But because my boss at the time was like, in the climate we're in, we're going to keep the dudes off of babies and changing them. You can hold them, help them, feed them. Do not change them. And that was a smart move by her at that time. Shout out. And then it turned into helping high schooler kids at that. And then there was a after school program at an alternative school that I worked at. And I would tell you right now that if it wasn't for that job, I'd probably be like still in the club being dumb.
Okay.
Probably have like 6 baby moms, like some dumb shit. And I really thank that job because there were so many young people looking at this dude in his 20s like, what are you doing? What does an adult do? Well, I try to do stand-up, tell them jokes, show them stuff, cool things. It's okay to be a nerd. You're allowed to like this girl. You're allowed to like this boy, but you got to respect boundaries. And those kids would talk to you about shit.
Yeah.
And you're listening to them like, damn, that's stupid. Or damn, like if your homie already hit it, why you hitting it? and y'all homies. Now y'all ain't homies because y'all both hitting it. Why y'all hitting her?
That's how a 12-year-old
Like,
talks to you.
Like, what are you doing, bro? Or like they ask you most uncomfortable questions, like, mister, you got a tampon? Why I got one? I don't own those things. I don't have feminine products. Well, can you find one for me? So now you're gonna send the grown teacher to ask for this little young child, this young lady, hey, you got a tampon for this girl? Like, that's uncomfortable. They put you in spots. Or you hear some of the things that these kids grow up with and deal with, and you're just like, your mom's out all night, every night? What's her phone number? Like, where do I need to see her and tell her that you need her? Sorry, I'm probably yelling in this mic, but
No, you get what's crazy is once you have a kid, realizing how dark the world is when it came to like the news, I could watch the news without feeling fucking horrible. And literally, I think my son was 3 months old, and I watched the news, and it showed some kid like choking to death on a fucking breakfast. I think it was a pancake or something like that. I'm like,
not the pancakes.
6 months ago, I would never even would have this. I really think there's somebody in the news media, like in industry, saw that I had a kid, and they're like, all right, let's just push all the shitty, horrifying fucking things.
And people need to stop coming for kids. Leave them alone.
Yeah,
you're an adult. You chose to make more decisions now as an adult. Don't put those on your kids, or don't put those on kids.
Yeah.
And leave kids alone. I've never understood this. And to any weirdo out there, like, looking for kids and trying to find kids, there are grown people sitting in their basement waiting to be touched, clicking on those porn websites, adding so much, buying farts. Instead of buying farts and clicking on those websites and hurting people and hurting kids, how about y'all find each other and just go hump somewhere? I've never understood that.
Yeah.
Or like these teachers, these young, attractive teachers hitting these little boys up. Girl, if you don't go talk to the PE coach, like if you don't go talk to there's another teacher's assistant that's like an adult.
Yeah.
Come holler. Like where you at? like I'm just saying, like when I was single and such, I would love to talk to teachers. Bachelor's pussy, I've never had it, but just the thought of like a degreed vagina sounds so much better than the club and all the ratchet and all that other stuff. Vice versa, ladies, I get why you're particular about what type of dude drives what and where he went to school. I get it. And we could teach kids like, hey, look out for these red flags, as in like don't dwell on them, but like notice them and stay the fuck away. Yeah. You won't end up like how maybe your parents might have. I'm not taking shots at anybody, but we say that we're a product of where we came from. You can change like that product.
The shitty thing with red flags, though, is when you have that the fog of war, I guess we can call it, and you don't know what the red flags are. Testosterone, trying to get laid, like all this stuff. I look back now, I'm 35 years old. I had my first son at 21-ish. I look back, like, dude, the first date, there was like fucking 3 to 5 red flags.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you're trying to get laid, man, the red flags are just...
When you're just thinking about how good... To men, this is what I will say. We have our hands on the wrong head versus like this head. If we would have just take that max 5 minutes it takes us to get that first nut out, sitting at the house beating, watching porn, versus like to those rappers, you could be writing a verse. To any comic, you could be writing and working jokes. To anybody who's in the videography game, the things that we all pride ourselves on as dudes, instead of sitting there putting our hand in our pants, put our hands on our head, or put our hands on some equipment and make something, learn, grow, art, go buy some food, go learn to cook. Hell, go to Barnes & Nobles. You'll probably meet a dope-ass woman at Barnes & Nobles. Yeah. Chicks read books who like good dudes. If a chick don't have more than like 10 books at her house, question mark, unless she just moved or something. Like, she's got to have like a little book library, I think. Those are the type of things that dudes should look for. And for girls, for ladies, for women, for the power, because I got a young girl and I want her to know this too. Whatever you're into or whoever you're into, just know that you got to see their intentions. You got to try to peep it. We love the blood rush and how this person may make us feel, and some people are just fine. You just want to jump them bones, but nah.
It's that dopamine, man. It's the easiest way to dopamine.
It's them weak ass perfumes they be wearing. Like, you know you smell like a hoochie mama. You know you smell like you want me to jump up on it. How you doing? Like, that's how it was. You know how it was. Yeah. And then drinks start flowing, and then that's another thing. We pouring too many drinks instead of lighting the sage. We need to be cleansing our spirit instead of drinking them spirits all the time. Moderation, that thing that they talk about. I feel like I'm going on a Kanye rant, but the moderation thing is we forget that our tolerance goes up as more and more we do shit.
Yeah.
So our moderation goes all the way up, and next thing you know, we're at a higher level quicker, or we're going through so much, we're spending too much money on this, we're doing this, and then we're looking in the mirror like, why does my stomach hurt, or why is my mama don't love me, why I can't see my kids, why my job firing me. Those things are really like, we got to start that shit now. Hey, kid, you see those idols and people that are fucking up and throwing their cleats off in the thing? Don't do like that. But do the hard work that they did. Yeah. Go run those routes. Go Tom Brady a motherfucker and be throwing the trash cans and figuring it out. Reading those books back and forth and getting to the goals you want to get to, kid. That's what I think we need to tell the kids.
Hell yeah.
Instead of letting them, like, think that Taco Bell wings are a good idea. That's pissing me off.
Dude, your skills at transitioning from our topics is fucking amazing. This week it was announced that Taco Bell wants to do wings. That does not sound like a good idea.
It sounds like an investment in butt plugs. Like, I want to, like, you'll probably be endlessly pooping. Like, I'm not hating Taco Bell, but.
See, I love Taco Bell for what they do. They make the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Poppin'. The chalupa.
The problem is I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, but I will literally murder a homeless person tonight.
For that.
For a Crunchwrap Supreme without fucking the backlash to it.
Yeah.
But I think Taco Bell wings sounds about as smart as gas station sushi.
Or gas station hot food. We prepared this for you.
Who eats that?
My dad, one time, we went on a trip. It wasn't sushi. It wasn't gas station sushi, but there was like a restaurant in the gas station. There was a grill. And them sandwiches smelled good, and we decided to get them, and we were on our way back from Louisiana. And it just wasn't good. We remember we had to get a hotel. We stopped at the IHOP.
Fuck up the bathroom.
We stopped at the IHOP to try to, like, cleanse our souls. Didn't work.
Dude.
My dad and I were tag team in the bathroom. You would have thought we were 3-time WWE tag team champions the way we were just power flushing that toilet. Boof, boof, boof. Like, that's what happened. Sorry. Boof. And we get to the hotel. We get separate rooms, whatever, do our thing. And I'm just up pooping. And I just hear like a wild little So I asked my dad the next day, like, are you okay? Was that your stomach? Because, like, what are you talking about? I was like, that. He's like, that was your mom, son. And I looked at my mom. She was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, yo, punk-ass daddy bought us the sandwiches. And my mom don't flip out. So, like, it was kind of cool to see my mom flip out on some dumb decision. Like,
yeah.
It was.
Well, so this kind of ties into the illusion of, like, you know, me not wanting to know that my significant other, like, farts and shits and stuff.
Right.
I absolutely hate when a hotel room doesn't have at least a fart fan. I'm kind of the same way. Is like I hate being hypocritical and stuff. So, but when I say I have the illusion that I don't want my significant other to fart and shit, I want to keep that illusion with her. When we buy a house, this house that we're currently in has 3 fucking bathrooms. Do you think I shit anywhere near my wife?
Nah, you got your own. I want my own. I want my own porcelain little throne. I feel
Hell
that.
yes.
I feel that. Hell yeah.
When we were in our honeymoon was in Cancun.
Okay.
So the way the room is built was it was a huge room, and then they had the bathroom set up, but the drywall only went up like 10 feet. And there's literally, you could look at the same ceiling from the bathroom that you could see from the fucking like the bed.
So there wasn't a full barrier then of stink.
Pretty much.
There wasn't
and
a
that's
stink
like
barrier.
the stink, the sound, because like when it's bad.
Right.
So
you gotta go.
We had our own little hut or like home or whatever there. I would literally walk to the visitors center, which was like 200 or 300 feet away from there.
Wow.
And shit in the public bathroom.
Were you like crab walking?
Oh yeah. Because at that point I didn't know I was gluten intolerant and dairy intolerant. So there was a couple of nights where I'm like, I'm gonna go to the visitors center.
Right. I want to know real quick. When did gluten insensitive become a thing? That hasn't been on my radar till like I had to go to the doctor and get
Jesse
tested.
and I were talking about that. So Jesse Hedrick from 3Es, shout out to 3Es,
Big
he
shout out.
was saying that the way the evolution of like wheat has happened, apparently gluten intolerance is not really a big thing with European countries eating European wheat. Apparently, it's like an American thing.
Go figure.
Yeah, fucking
Go figure.
I think it's the dairy free and the gluten free.
I'm handling a lot of problems with the $600 million. That's wrong. I'm thinking like we're fixing some shit.
Dude, $600 million. There's got to be something where you get like blockers or something where I can enjoy. Have you ever had Fat Sully's Pizza? I've been talking about these guys since day one. I want them to be a fucking sponsor, even though I won't be able to eat anything.
I love the Denver Biscuit Company, so same building, same love. First time I had Denver Biscuit Company, I was on my way to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament up in Denver. Had it there.
That is one of the nerdiest things I've ever heard.
Yes.
But okay, continue.
Yu-Gi-Oh player right here, top 50 in the state. Come mess with your boy. I'm playing, huh?
You're ranked?
Not in this, no, like not big rank for Konami. I wish one day. But you know, right now my last big tournament I finished like 17th, and that's not top 16. So I was on the bubble. I'm bubble man right now. I got a little water pistol.
Yep.
But Yu-Gi-Oh's kept me out of trouble. If we're going to go down this rabbit hole, Yu-Gi-Oh was the one thing on my block with – I lived out like Colorado Center, and me and my bro, shout out Trey, I lived right around the corner. Shout out across the street, my neighbor Zach, right across the street. We played Yu-Gi-Oh. It went from the Blue Eyes White Dragon trying to summon Exodia all the way to now we over here doing Link summons and everything. We're wilding. It's a big thing.
Okay.
And it kept us out of trouble. It kept a group of bros in the basement, sure, but we were playing cards, reading and learning math and talking and communicating and taking those skills to a tournament, meeting other people doing the same thing and making friends, and then coming to find out you got bros, people who are into the same sports, same drinks, want to go out to the club. Excuse me, gluten. We got all this stuff that we have in common. And the one thing that kept us together was a new pack of Yu-Gi-Oh every couple months, or going to a tournament, or this prize card, or we've taken trips. YCS Dallas, YCS Atlanta. Shout out to my bros. Like we do this. Big shout out to all the people in Denver. Yu-Gi-Oh is something that I want more people to understand. Is not just some shit you saw Yu-Gi-Oh on TV. No, anybody out there who's got a game, Magic, Pokemon, Digimon, any of those games. Call of Duty, all that stuff.
Magic I was into in the mid-90s. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, so we're not too far away.
Nah, you big bro. You big bro in it. Yeah. But so you understand then. That whole time frame though, video games, card games, nerd. Uncommonly not what was on TV with your actors and actresses and everything. We were looked at a little different.
Yeah.
We were smelly dudes in the basement playing D&D, probably touching each other. That's what my dad and his soldiers thought. Like, oh, he's in the basement with his weirdo friends. They probably ain't into women's. And in reality, the baddest chicks were nerds.
That is true.
Like, Alicia Keys is so fine, but she's a piano nerd. That's hot. That's hot.
I never really put that together. She is a music nerd.
She's a music nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd is something that we should use as like nitrous in our car of life.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a nerd. Okay, fine. That's cool. You're going to not go figure out this equation. But when I go home, I figure out this equation. Bam, I'm lit, bitch. Or I'm going to go kick with my homies. And what's crazy is there's money in these nerdy things. You know the card market. You said you played Magic.
Yeah.
Some of those stuffs from back in the day is money.
Yeah.
Money. And you can't be mad at a kid for taking a card that they saw on a show and meeting other people who are like them. They're safe. Low-key, they're safe.
I'd say they're not selling drugs or doing crazy things.
I ain't getting nobody pregnant till I stopped playing with Yu-Gi-Oh. I picked up Yu-Gi-Oh again, and I instantly regret not playing Yu-Gi-Oh a little longer. I don't regret my kids, but I wish the times I had more money in my pocket because I played more Yu-Gi-Oh and got more money. You understand? Like,
so there's two things I pulled out of that. You said Colorado Center, so it sounded like you spent some time up in Denver. Did you live in Denver?
No. Okay. So Colorado Center is a place out here in the Springs. It's like out in the cut. It's it's back there, behind Peterson Air Force Base.
Okay.
That Mark Shuffle Road is like nice little houses and stuff out there.
Mark Shuffle's a fucking nightmare. I've seen so many fatal crashes on that fucking road.
Have you seen him? How many deers have you seen get murked?
I haven't seen any deers.
I've seen a deer get murked.
Cars, just like, oh, there's two fire trucks surrounding this car crash. I wonder how fatal this one was.
Right. There was one deer that got hit by some friends were in front of us, and they hit the deer. So we all pull over, like, holy crap, this deer got fucked everything up. But like the deer, we didn't know if it was still like alive, and I don't know who decided to poke it with a stick, but one of the homies poked it in the balls, and it was like, and I'm like, it's neck snap, but it still felt that. I was like,
Damn.
I felt so bad. Don't disrespect the homie if he did. Don't poke his balls. Like he already couldn't get one off before. He couldn't put no deer jerky, no deer jizzy in a jar and sell it on his OnlyFans. He got capped before he could even start. He had hoof dreams for real.
First fatal accident I saw in Colorado Springs. It was a sedan trying to crawl under a cement mixer at 55 miles an hour right there on fucking Mark Shuffle. That one had.
So it tried to do some like Fast and Furious, go under?
It was, I'm guessing that cement mixer went out into the intersection. That dude fucking T-boned the fuck out of it. Just crawled. Like, yeah. And that's where the two fire trucks, because you know how they try to like block traffic, give that person some dignity as they're trying to fucking peel that shit.
Peel their life away, like confirm that they're going wherever they're going.
Yeah, like oh, this one's going straight to the morgue.
Like, oh, there's cheese in this sandwich. Let's put it back in.
Good visual.
That was bad.
But the second thing I pulled out of that nerd conversation was soldiers. Are you related to the military?
My dad did 27 years.
Army.
Nice.
My dad did 20 and then fucking got the hell out.
I don't blame anybody who does that or stays in and does. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to say about you for you to go ahead and let these people put you in a camp and train you and reprogram you to be this person for a country and serve a purpose. I think that's really dope, and I applaud those people who do that day in and day out, and even the cops and the firefighters and teachers too. I'm big for the teachers. I think if you work any of those type of jobs, I think one way we can give you more money is we just give you a red card and then a free like ounce at the start of each semester or like thing, and like you can smoke it. You can go turn it in or sell it for more money, but hey, we got you. We get it. We understand. If we regularized weed like we regularized liquor, I think the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think we got to figure out how it metabolizes, because like we know that a measure of alcohol takes an hour for your liver to take care of. I don't know how accurate that is for like, all right, an ounce of weed or like whatever the measurement needs to be. How long does it take for that to go through? The problem is you can ingest weed and THC either through edibles or smoking. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff that they would have to go through. Like I think there should be some like, all right, because with the military you have to be sober going in.
Right.
And we know, all right, if you drank 8 hours before the shift, we can't have you out here, directing traffic or whatever. I think it should be the same thing with weed.
Right.
All right, do you have to do it over an extended weekend? Like, what?
Right. Or if we can improve the test for it.
Yeah.
Like, the test is like, oh, it's within 30 days. Like, we got it. Okay, how potent was that day that you had the night before? How potent is it in your system? Because then you can regulate and make different levels to the gas. You can make different levels to the gas.
Yeah.
And I think that would be really the best route. Make levels to it, and then we go from there.
Hell yeah.
Make red, yellow, green, and then we go from the test from there. We know if you smoke this much, we probably don't need you doing this and that. They can make a chart. They make a chart for everything. We connect. We shit. That'd be tight. We gotta invest more in the things that are really pressing right now.
That's like like you said, the connection between alcohol and weed, like they do almost the same thing.
Almost.
You don't see too many punchy potheads though going home.
Shout out that
dinner's not cooked.
Shout out that. I've never seen that dude mad. I've never seen him altered his that big, like reality, and that's cool too. And people who drink and can function, cool. But to those who can't and lose themselves and all that stuff, I think that's where the gray line is.
But how is it somebody can go home, drink themselves fucking blind, but if a cop catches you outside of Colorado with like the smallest amount of weed, that's like high as hell on like the
Yeah, you sitting in jail for
the categories,
Yeah,
right?
it
Isn't
was-
it like the same categories like cocaine? Like
It was up there. I don't know if they've like decriminalized it to that point where it's lesser, but I know it's in one of those top categories.
yeah.
And it's not fair. I can't.
No.
I'm not a proponent for being under the influence and driving. Period. I hate
No.
taking a Claritin and hopping in the car, but I've never had a moment where I've gotten high and thought I could fuck shit up, or I want to fight, or this problem bothers me so much I need to rage.
Yeah.
Liquor, we already know how that's affected people.
Yeah.
Unless there's something they're not telling us about the weed and people wilding out and flipping out. You smoke that sativa, I guaranteed you get no cleaners in the house. I've cleaned the back of the toilet because I just smoked me a blunt. Like that is the type of shit that weed will do.
Damn.
Like I've sat down and cleaned things off of sativa, put headphones in, just whatever, and to come in the couch playing video games. That's just typical.
Speaking of high though, at work,
Mm-hmm.
did you hear that Taco Bell is now paying $100,000 for their general managers?
I'd get high with that. That's
That's a lot of
$50K a month
fucking
for
money,
farts,
dude.
and then $100K a year for general manager at Taco Bell.
Fuck college, right? That's all.
Low key, no shade, but low key. No, that's a high key. Fuck higher education if I can't get. Fuck it if I can't get what I need to get.
What's the requirements though to be a fucking general manager for Taco Bell? It can't be a. What do you think a college degree would be tied into that?
I mean, maybe an associate's, but do you need like a general manager cert? Like,
General manager.
yeah, I'm scratching my ear world. I don't care. This meeting had me itching for a second.
Requirements. Sorry, y'all that listen audio only. I'm
That's
looking
okay,
at the fucking.
Because that's gonna be a career change if there's minimal requirements. And then the discount on the Taco Bell food. And then what if you can taste the wings? But like, these are shit. This is how we can make them better.
Dude, the wings though, that's nuts. That they're
For $100.
Oh, the calorie count on them was ridiculous too, dude. Hold on a second. That's a good tie-in right there. I was reading this article on the wings. The calories were bonkers. Nutritional facts. 750 calories, which is insane
How
for
many
fucking wings.
How many wings are in the thing?
5 wings, $6, 750 calories. You got to be out of your
5, 6, 7
fucking mind. To
Yeah,
eat
they're
that.
trying to.
You're gonna have fucking heart palpitations getting like 2 of those.
Oh my god.
750 calories.
I hope people watch Soul Food and understand they will chop off the wrong leg. Like, do not.
If you guys don't know wings, like you don't track your calories, like the average wing is between 50 and 70 calories, unless you're putting some like barbecue sauce or like crazy shit on there.
Your seasonings have to be crazy. You have to be injecting. There has to be one of those chicken wings with the stuff inside,
Yeah,
like macaroni and cheese and stuff inside. That shit was tight. I saw that on.
Serving size, it literally has like the nutritional value. 5 wings, 750 calories, 486 from fat. Saturated fat, 10 grams. Cholesterol, 230 milligrams.
That's just
Sodium, 82% of your daily intake. Yeah, dude. Granted, you're not like, oh, I'm going to go to my health foods center, Taco Bell. Like, we already know, like, who's going to that shit. But for 5 wings.
now I don't even want to try one. Like, hearing those numbers, I don't want to try one.
Hell
I know,
no.
New year, new me, like, whatever. But honest to God, why? That's too much.
Oh, my God.
That's way too much for 5 wings.
What? I can't math.
No, we don't even need to. I already know where we're at.
750 divided
Too
by
fucking
5.
much fatties, like too much fatties.
150 calories per wing, and a wing's only fucking.
Those things are smidgy. I've seen them. They're skimpy. They look little. It's all seasonings and that's literally you're just eating.
Have you
coating
noticed
salt.
wings are getting skimpier in the
Yeah.
last? You know why?
Because we stopped feeding them that shit. We have to give the chickens better food.
Mm.
No.
Remember Texas lost their power grid last winter?
Oh.
Lost a lot of chickens. So Texas' shitty power grid is why you're paying a fucking premium for really small wings.
So we sent them chickens.
Yeah. Jesse told me that. Jesse Hedrick.
He knows all the. That's my.
Well,
food
he's the
plug.
cook though for
yeah.
Threes.
Yeah, that's my food plug now.
Yeah.
Man,
Because I told him I wanted to do either a live podcast or a monthly podcast of just bottomless wings. Like, see who can eat the most wings between me and a fucking guest. And he's like, we're paying like $400 a box.
Oh my god! He's like, just for y'all to be bottomless, they better slide them hoes over here.
I think they were what'd they say, $5.99 for 5 wings. Like, I miss wings. I miss
I remember $5.99 was a 10-piece.
Yeah.
That was a 10-piece nugget. And like, do you like sauce on your wings?
Barbecue sauce, and for a while I was doing sweet and sour, but kind of jumped back into the barbecue.
I'm more of a sauce on the side. I like my chicken wings like little. It's like compressed fried chicken. It's like compressed fried chicken. Just Mom, you did this, and you dip it in the sauce.
Yeah.
I'm not a.
I don't like I think it's Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
That they'll fucking shake it in the thing.
Yeah,
now you got like
thing.
sticky fucking fingers and shit. Fuck out of here.
Young 20 kid in his 20s. I'm trying to text a hose back. I got sticky fingers. My phone all gross, and then just and then you don't text 40 back, and then she's like, "Well, I'm with homeboy," and then.
Isn't that the worst when you get something sticky on your thing? You got to put it on the shirt and fucking.
Yo. The worst is when you got to use a bathroom in the middle of a podcast. I'm going to hold it.
You got to pay?
Hell yeah, I got to pay.
All right, that's when we're going to wrap it up. We did a 3-hour podcast with Jesse, and he said he had to piss like a racehorse after that, so yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Where are we at right now?
We are at an hour and 15, so we're 15 minutes past what I was wanting to do. But It was great talking to him. We actually knocked out most of the stuff we're going to talk about. Besides UFC, I'll bitch about you guys next week.
Not fair.
Fucking $70 for paper. That's what we call a tease in the industry there.
Yep. Go back to our camera. Go back to our audio guy.
Yeah.
In the chair. Like, where you at on that 75? Gone. Gone.
With Disney's fucking money. Anyway, Taheim, I need to know.
It's you got to say it's Taheim. You got so I've pulled up on people at my job. I even got in a fight with in-laws about it.
Ooh.
Like, it was just a miscommunication on that one, but it's Taheim. And I have to tell people that because Taheim sounds like it's just the easy way to say, nigga, you're not important. Like, that's like, not saying you did that, but because it's love here. But people, when I've told them more than like twice that my name is Taheim,
that drives me fucking
so
nuts.
you're like, okay, now you're purposely saying Taheim. And my mama didn't name me that. Like, if you look at my name, it's Taheim.
Okay.
I don't see T. Like, if you're skipping the A. I thought was amazing. I thought A was the first letter of the alphabet. We should want to say it.
Hell yeah.
So.
What's weird is when I was telling Sam, my wife this morning, was like, oh, yeah, Taheim is coming in. I said it that way. But I think when I say it in a hurry, I think it does come out Taheim. So I apologize on that one.
Then I apologize for any hate I've given any white person because I would want to hurry a Negro too. Like, Taheim, hurry up. like just hurry up. I
do understand that, though, because I have a very long last name, legally. It's 18 letters long. I'll show it to you after the pod. I'm not going to put it out there. But I go by MD.
Smart.
So this person that I work with, and I really wish I wanted to name drop so fucking bad.
Beep. There you go.
They wrote out my name at this person, dear whoever. I go by MD. There's one letter that person fucked up the entire thing. It was the D. They put in an F. I'm like, I don't go by MF. I go by MD.
Oh man.
But the fact that I work with that person, I've worked with that person for like 2 or 3 years.
For them to just
them to
brain
like
fart
fuck off kind of.
It feels like a brain fart.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't feel like straight disrespect.
Yeah.
But I definitely empathize and sympathize with.
I love it though.
What you're saying.
I love that you were willing to hear it. Some people,
I've
been saying it right. How the fuck? That happened to me.
I will show you my burden after we get done with this podcast. My burden, 18 letters for my last name alone. And I understand the respect, disrespect that.
And when you're dealing with people who want to call you by the last name, you're just like, why are you gonna say my shit wrong?
Yeah.
The worst though was a lady in high school sub. She said she was reading the class name, everybody's name, and then she gets to my name. She's like, time, and I'm like.
It looks like one syllable.
I was like 215. Who do you mean time? Time? Like you wanted in military? What is that? 215? Was that's what?
215.
14, 15. Like that's what you need, lady. And she just looked at me like, well, how do you say it? I was like, Taheim. She was like, oh. And I was like, what do you mean, oh? And she kept sounding like, and I'm like, this Beavis and Butthead lady should not be a teacher. And I got talked to the next day by the returning teacher. Like you.
I don't know how you look at Taheim's name though and assume that that's one syllable. You said time.
Yeah, she just.
You don't think that H?
She just rushed it. You want to talk about speeding through names? Time.
Well, speaking of that time though, what is your social media handle so we can drop
Oh
that in the
yes,
description.
boom. Okay, you could find me on the gram. Hold on, I gotta make sure because I changed the shit.
Jason Alexander came out this week. He gave me the wrong one. So, damn you, Jason.
So it's crime scene _ Taheim for the Instagram. TikTok, even though they like shout out, there's about to play. It's Taheim Comedian Davis. I'll give you the last name.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I really use. I mean, YouTube is coming soon. We'll make sure it's there. I'll put that on the Instagram.
Sweet.
Can I give some shout outs real quick?
Absolutely. Shout outs and dates if you have anything coming.
Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my lady. Shout out to the baby. Shout out to my other baby. Shout out to his mom. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the squad. And shout out to everybody who's ever wanted to laugh. I think that is really a beautiful thing, and you should always want to laugh. Any shows coming up? February, I got some stuff coming. We're still working that out. January, I'm not too sure yet. Just had a baby, but we're working on it. Always come out, though. Check for comedy, period. Anywhere, any state you're in, go laugh. Shout out to any comedian out there doing your thing. Please don't stop. They need us more than ever. And I know I sound like BET winning an award, but I don't give a damn. They need us. They need us. They need us. And I'm very thankful for you, sir.
Absolutely.
And your talents and what you've been able to do for us. And I really do appreciate you.
Same here, dude. I love supporting local comedy in the Colorado Springs area. And that's true. Wherever the hell you're at. I have a guy that's following me in England.
There, boom.
It's
Go laugh,
fucking
bro.
badass. Yeah.
Go laugh, bro.
English guy. I can't remember your name.
Is it bloke? They say bloke. Go laugh, bloke. Like, go ahead.
Share and support anywhere you go there.
Yes.
I promise you're missing out when you watch Netflix and all that stuff. There's a factor in there. It's not palpable watching it, even if you have a huge TV.
Go. Instead of sitting at home stalking exes and being weird, just go laugh. Go do something different.
With your farts in
yes,
the jar.
Farts in the jar. You're paying $50K for farts, but you can't go pay $5, $10, $20 for a ticket to go laugh at somebody you may even know. You may help somebody get like a joke out. You just never know.
And in a major city for open mics, you only have to fucking pay. Like, going to an open mic in Colorado Springs, like, you're getting fucking great
talent.
Most of those guys are on the 3Es or the Loonees stage.
Yep.
Like,
Shout out to 3Es and Loonees. Both the comedy clubs here in the Springs have putting on. I can't say thank you enough to the city, for real, and giving us those venues and opportunities. The breweries, any place that has opened up a stage, I really want to say thank you. That is huge.
Absolutely.
People need that. People need us, and you're giving us that opportunity to help people.
As crazy as the world is right now, you need to
Boom.
laugh. And I promise you, 99% of the comics out there don't talk politics anymore. So you
we ain't worried about that.
We all learned our goddamn lesson.
We know that's a joke. We know those jokes. We see those jokes every day.
Dude, I tried politics once in the last 10 years, and it was about a month ago.
Here's my political joke. So one I got.
This is what we're gonna wrap up with.
Left or right? Are you a lefty or a righty?
I'm actually center, which doesn't feed into your joke here. I'm left.
But okay, you're left. So
Yeah.
that's the testicular you think you came from, the left one. Because I think I came from the left one, and I always pick like the left twigs. I've seemed to pick the left side when it comes to politics, and I don't know if it's my lean of left testicle way, but I need to figure out the right way to nut.
I'm so confused.
You know the politicians are fucking us. I need to know which right way to nut, left or right way.
True,
Yeah.
Where are they going to give it to you from behind?
I'm gonna make it better before it hits whatever place gives me a chance to make that into a special. I promise.
Look them up on Instagram. Look them up on, we said YouTube's coming.
TikTok's there. Yep.
TikTok. I got to get on my TikTok game, man. It's hard to get it into a square, though, because we shoot everything widescreen.
Boom,
so.
because we're big. We can figure it out.
Hey,
We'll figure it out.
It was great seeing you. I got to get you on the podcast again with a
We'll do it
fucking
again.
producer,
Yes,
which we don't
we'll
even
do it
have
again.
our producer.
We'll do
on
it
video.
again. We'll do it again. Anytime, bro. Let me know.
Man.
Thank you again for sure.
Absolutely. And this is going to be dropping tomorrow. I'm literally about to upload as soon as we get off the air
wow.
there. So support Taheim, support local comedy. Love you guys. Bye.
That was fun.